Here are 70 worst and most embarrassing moments ever caught on live TV. You won't believe what happened. If you like this content, please consider subscribing, as it really helps the channel. TV presenter Kelly Cates experienced one of the most embarrassing moments when she was ignored by Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher, who walked away from her live on air. However, she got her revenge in a crazy way when she turned her back and left the interview laughing.
I think that game definitely decides the title.
What night is it, Kelly?
The Manchester Derby, Wednesday, 7 o'clock on Sky Sports Premier League. Don't you dare turn your back.
Tom Hanks drops F-word during Good Morning America interview as he attempts British accent.
So that's a little bit.
Well, if you say it with an accent like that, they won't sound like swear word.
I want people to buy me.
We are so sorry. Good Morning America.
Man, oh man.
Bleep that
I'm
out.
sorry, I slipped into a brand of acting.
Christian Horner made a grand live TV appearance by delivering a precision kick to the reporter's no-no zone. Truly a bold statement in sports journalism.
Best of a bad lot this weekend as far as Denver is concerned. Appreciate it, Gilbert, today. Let's get an update from Ted into the pit lane.
TV host Jim Rome was attacked by American football player Jim Everett during a live broadcast, when the host verbally harassed him by mentioning his name as Chris Everett, a tennis player. This led the player to flip the table on him and knock him to the ground, teaching him a fitting lesson.
Actually, Chris, well, hey, you know what? Let me say one thing. In that game, how many sacks did I have that we came back and won?
How many sacks did you have?
How many sacks?
Well, see, but this was back in 1989. I bet I do.
Okay.
Chris?
The weather presenter appeared on live TV, supposed to give the weather report. But instead, he went on a wild rant about his chaotic life, which led to his being kicked out of the studio when two men entered, picked him up, and carried him away while he screamed hilariously. This was all broadcast live.
Guys, I was high on shrooms and ecstasy. I even snorted a line of cocaine off the roulette table, all right? There was a drug-sniffing canine dog. I had to throw him a treat. How about right here? Little Rock, Arkansas. I'm pretty sure I'm wanted for vehicular manslaughter for hitting a homeless guy while I was drunk driving cross-country. But hey, did I kill him? Have you ever had an STD? Ding, 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 ding. You're damn right I have, all right? I've had to clap more times than Swifties have clapped during the Eras tour, all right? One time this happened, I was here in Wichita, all right, for a work conference, and I hooked up with this one-armed stripper named Destiny, all right? She said she was clean. What the hell are you guys doing? Get the hell up! Get up! Get the hell off of me!
One of the most entertaining interviews you may have seen this year occurred when TV presenter Chris Cuomo had the worst awkward moment live on air while interviewing a TikTok influencer who suffers from Tourette's syndrome. She repeatedly told Cuomo to fuck off and raised her middle finger at the 53-year-old news anchor, which made him laugh at the gesture.
So, and then I also get very evil people that would comment and say, like, fuck yourself, Chris, lick your baby wiener, blam up your ass, butter your own biscuit, fat ass, that have told me that my parents deserved to die in a car. I wear headphones, and that's also a very big factor in how Colin, fuck that bitch. That's also a really big, like, part.
And because you have my kids, you have my kids repeating.
Forgetting the winner at the Miss World competition. The host of the show, Steve Harvey, mistakenly announced the wrong winner of the Miss Universe title when he declared Miss Colombia as the winner, only to realize that the real winner was Miss Philippines. It was a shocking and extremely embarrassing moment. Miss Universe, a model, said, "I'm sorry I didn't steal the crown from her. I wish her success in everything she plans to do after this competition."
Colombia! Okay, folks, I have to apologize. The first runner-up is Colombia. Miss Universe 2015 is Philippines. Miss Philippines, take your first walk as Miss Universe.
When Kanye West stormed the stage while Taylor Swift was accepting her award, he interrupted her, saying that Beyoncé deserved the award more. That moment caused him a lot of criticism.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. One of the best videos of all time.
Beyoncé couldn't believe what was happening in front of her. This host handed his phone to his colleague to put it under the table, but her clothes failed to cover it.
They only answer to my voice.
Nothing actually happened.
I have been very well trained.
All right, Georgie. Thank you very much
Well
for that.
connected. You all right?
She is ready to go.
Okay, she's getting dressed.
I felt intense pain after laughing so hard at this interview between Miley Cyrus and comedian Joe Rogan.
Sudden I'd be trying to prove that I'm not crazy when I knew I wasn't crazy.
Could this TV presenter have stammered and struggled to speak after seeing these embarrassing graphics on the screen?
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
During an interview with Mr. Davidson, he mentioned that the road was no more dangerous than any other road in Britain. He stated in the interview, "I would not accept this road to be considered extremely dangerous." Then the surprise occurred when a car veered off course and headed towards the left side, resulting in a collision, all of which was being broadcast live.
I will not accept that it's a highly dangerous road. The road, obviously, like other roads, gives cause for concern when accidents do occur. So as soon as that work is finished, the Central Reserve safety fencing will go ahead.
Luckily, no one was hurt in the crash. It was just another example of how hazardous the A19 can be.
A TV host panics due to a snake prank live on air, after a man who specializes in snake breeding was invited on live TV. While they were looking at him, the TV host's colleague played a prank by placing the snake near their legs. This caused them to panic, and they threw a shoe at it.
What saves your life? You might need antivenom at the end of it.
Like you just go bang. Can we shot?
A swan attacks a reporter. Australia. Steve Jacobs was about to give a weather report at a zoo when suddenly a swan attacked him in a very funny way. The embarrassing part of this scene was that the bird kept pecking at his backside.
This is Marnie, who's a little bit excited. Ah!
You love it. You love it.
CNN anchor didn't know the camera was on him, and he began speaking live on air. Donald Trump shuts down CNN reporter. US President Donald Trump refused to answer a question from CNN reporter Jim Acosta, calling him fake news.
Like, can you give us a question? Don't be rude. Attacking us. Can you give us a question? Don't be rude. Can you give us a question? I'm not going to give you a question. Can you state categorically? You are fake news. Sir, go ahead. Can you state categorically that nobody... No, Mr. President-elect, that's not appropriate.
The New Zealand presenter, Hilary Barry, exploded into uncontrollable laughter after the report ended and the camera turned to her. Some describe this as inappropriate for live television.
Said he'd had an emergency defecation situation and needed to use her bathroom, but the judge in the case found he had a sexual motive.
An emergency defecation situation.
Anyway, carry on, Hillary.
I think I'm having one myself. Because this next story is so tragic, I cannot be laughing. Right.
Fox News reporter Peter Ducey is attacked by a bird live on air at the White House.
Yeah, Peter, I appreciate it.
A bird just landed on my head!
What is going on? What was that about? I did not like that at all. Peter, the back of your head, you...
A moment when a bird collided with the head of a female journalist during a live broadcast. An Australian journalist attracted an unwanted bird's attention, which repeatedly flew into her head while she was live. The situation made her laugh uncontrollably.
A fancy fit
Now this allegedly...
That's the funniest thing.
This reporter was on the side of a highway, preparing for a live broadcast, when a chicken approached him and stopped him in its own way. It attacked him while he was scared and running away, even getting close enough to attack the cameraman.
1,5 plusgrader. Fantastiskt skådespel det här var.
In this scene, the reporter asks a man what he would do if he won the Powerball prize. Without missing a beat, he says he would buy hookers and cocaine.
Can I ask you, if you won all the money, what would you do with it?
Bunch of hookers and cocaine.
Oh, okay, that's not good. We were hoping for a different answer.
This host couldn't stop laughing hysterically until the end of the program, thanks to the reporter.
Cuddle. Oh, I'm very tired. Hey, you know what? I was running around a lot yesterday with those nippers. I haven't even done the weather yet. I'm already Timmy. I feel my phone buzzing. The boss is going to call me. I'm in trouble already again.
This reporter appeared extremely excited, holding a glass of his drink, laughing in an annoying manner. When the camera shifted to the studio, the hosts laughed hard at this reporter.
Best part of this tour is that you get to finish it off at the Sherlock Holmes pub. Oh, look, a clue. I'd best get to the bottom of that.
That's funny. That is very funny. He's an idiot. Mischievous. He's
This TV presenter was making movements with her lips, which were noticed by the channel's crew who laughed at her. Later, they tried to imitate her and ended up laughing at themselves. This all happened live on air.
Is it working for you, Georgie? Yeah? Quite beneficial. We should be doing that every morning, possibly.
We do it every morning.
Oh, do you?
Lisa and I, yeah.
Yeah, just out the back. We didn't let you in on that.
No,
We should have.
clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly. Thanks for that, team.
What help is that, Georgie? Do you know? What help is that?
Well, it's getting your mouth moving. Yeah, it means you're
Helping with the smiling.
Smiling. It's very important. Presentation, Carl.
Oh, it's
So
got,
you've been
it's got
doing...
Sophie to...
It hasn't seemed to do it either. I haven't felt the effects of it.
That reporter is a pro. I would have cracked as soon as I realized what the passerby did. Very nice act. A true man lives to make the world around him better.
দাঁড়িয়ে আসলে লাইভটা দিচ্ছে এবং সর্বশেষ আপডেট আমার কাছে যতটা এসেছে তামিম ইকবালের অবস্থা তিনি এখনো লাইভ সাপোর্টে আছেন এবং
They didn't expect that the interview with this man named Eric Jones would go viral and attract 7.6 million views on YouTube. He was talking about the thieves who stole 21 cars from an auction site, and his reaction was hilarious.
Eric, they stole 21 cars. Can you believe that?
What? 21 cars? What? They could have gave me a car. 21 cars? What they gonna do? How they gonna drive 21
At
cars?
once.
Right. That's crazy. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. I've been telling these folks, man, you need to get your life together. 21 cars? Where you gonna park all them cars at? You can't do it. I don't know what's going on with these folks. These folks need to get themselves together out here. It's too hot to be driving 21 cars. You know what I'm saying? That's too much gas money. How you gonna use all them cars? That's crazy. I hope they find them 21 cars though.
Yeah, they found some of them.
The reporter tried to interview this elderly man and asked him, "Can you allow us to see your house?" He responded with an unclear answer, and she ended up in one of the most embarrassing situations.
But see if Benny will let us see where he goes when it's wet. Go on.
Jake.
See if we can pop in there.
Are we, is this as far as we'll get, or are we allowed to see your home? That was a question from Jake Humphrey. I'll let you go inside. There we go. I think that's a no, Jake. Or maybe he said come back in a couple of minutes for tea with us.
Everyone in the studio was laughing, and then Shaq said, "I'm going to throw this damn can at your butt," causing everyone to burst into laughter. Of course, it was an unforgettable moment. It was the best sports commentary show in television history. I'll miss it.
All right, sis, I'm gonna knock your ass out. I'm telling you right now. Play him if you want to. Supposed to be 1, 2, 3, not 1, 2, back to 1. Dumbass. Do it again, Chuck.
Oh, man. Yo, dude.
Telling you it's gonna be some fun.
Hey, so Chuck.
Yo, sir,
Who's a better player?
Yesterday. I'm gonna throw this, think it's fun. I'm gonna throw this metal damn can at your ass.
Oh, man. See, yo, he's been getting on Shaq all night. That's what it is.
Yo, Kenny, you started messing with
Social media reports that LAPD was called.
LAPD was called. See, these two, man.
Come on, man.
Nobody laughing at them.
Come on, man.
Because they would...
This Saudi host, when he was about to start speaking, burst into laughter, and his colleague had to continue the segment.
Wow. طبعا أوضحت أمانة الطائف أن
Jimmy recalls a moment from his interview with RuPaul that went viral on Twitter, where he thought he had made a mistake that would end his career when he spoke to the drag queen.
This was gigantic. This is the first time a drag queen has ever been put on the cover. A drag queen? Oh, no. A drag queen? I am the queen of drag.
Jimmy Fallon's interview with Nathan Lane turned into a heated argument when Jimmy rushed towards Nathan, and it almost turned into a fight between them. However, their friend, who was with them, intervened and stopped the situation.
Come on, buddy, come on. Calm down.
Yeah, when do we play beer pong, bitch?
No, guys.
You want a piece of me?
No. You don't want to do this. No.
Security!
Oh, let him go.
Security!
Oh, shit. Come on. Settle down. Come on.
Contestant Katie Seymour asked the judges for more information than necessary during the 2005 National Spelling Bee competition, asking, "How do you spell that?" Which made everyone laugh at her.
May I please have the language of origin?
It's Latin.
Could you please repeat the word?
Incunabula.
How do you spell that?
I wish I could tell you.
Incunabula. Try. Not one of the allowed questions. Could you please repeat the definition?
Incunabula are books printed before 1501. It's a plural noun.
Incunabula. INCANABULA.
The host made several funny attempts to pronounce the longest place name in the world, but finally succeeded in saying it correctly.
Right, fine and sunny weather and te taumata whakatangihanga ko wauau o tamatea turi pūka ka piki maunga horonuku pō kai whenua ki tana tahu. Meanwhile, hang on. Gwern drobo hlen silio gogogoch. Hlen Sicilio gogogoch. Meanwhile, what? You're gonna use that, eh? Gwern drobo. I can't do it. I can do the Māori one, should I do it again? Te taumata whakatangihanga ko wauau o tamatea turi pūka ka piki maunga horonuku pō kai whenua ki tana.
This reporter, who was affected by autism, was interviewed on ONN's channel, where his way of speaking was more appealing in delivering the news. He was discussing the train accident in Braxton, California, and the interview went viral across social media platforms.
Reporter Michael Falk has the story.
I have the story. At 4:05 p.m., a 100,000-pound Comet Liner 2 stainless steel car ran into a man at the Braxton station. Luckily, there was no structural damage caused to the car's chassis, so it was only a matter of cleaning the train to remove the human debris and return it to a pristine state.
Oh, just a terrible accident, Michael.
No, Brooke. This was a very lucky day for the train. If it had been hit by something bigger like a car or a boulder or a large animal, it could have been dented.
Okay, do we know anything about the man that the train hit, Miguel Laviera?
He's dead now, Brooke. The train, because of its Westinghouse Echem XCA 448F propulsion system, requires a minimum stopping distance of 625 feet. Before the train came to a complete stop, it ran over 3 trash bags, a piece of gum, a Snickers wrapper, a man, and a glove.
It's just terrible. Now, I understand that the platform was packed with commuters at the time of the accident.
Yes. That cameraman told me to talk to the people who saw the train get hit. Here's what they...
While the anchor was live on air, there was a girl behind her who noticed that she was appearing on the live broadcast. She tried to hide, but ended up in an embarrassing situation.
Students can register for the lottery starting tomorrow, and registration is open until Friday. The UAA will notify the winners of the lottery by Monday, December 15th, and vouchers can then be picked up from Tuesday through Thursday. Now, students with more than 90 credit hours have the best chance of getting tickets, but everyone is welcome to sign up. Live from the newsroom, Kara Manelli, WUFT News.
Tristan Thompson kisses reporter to end interview. Awkward sideline interview. Reads almost redundantly, but Tristan Thompson took the clumsy environs into even stranger territory.
See ball, get ball, same approach. It's pretty simple. You know how I do it, Tina.
All right.
All right, I'm just...
Oh, hey. And with that, he also...
TV anchors can't stop laughing on live TV in Las Vegas. On this special Halloween edition of Las Vegas Morning Blend TV, host JJ Snyder and Sean Tempesta totally lost it while discussing Halloween candy.
Like to eat candy corn one color at a time, if you're really getting OCD about it. Well, I'm not always a nibbler, I'm kind of a gobbler. I eat a lot of candy.
We're tired! Oh, God. Do you understand how often we get that close?
I'm sorry.
Right in the middle of his serious street report, a bus rolled by. Inside, a mischievous boy reached out and gave the reporter a surprise touch. Talk about unexpected interactions on live TV. Guess someone wanted their 5 seconds of fame and got it. With interest.
Aşık raylı sistem çalışıyor. Bunun yanı sıra tramvayda hizmet vermeye başladı ve Taksim'de tamamıyla hayat normale döndü.
When Daybreak anchors Kylie Conway and Lauren Lowry were doing a story about a study on sparkling wine hangovers, Kylie Conway grabbed what she thought was an empty champagne bottle for a prop. Only it wasn't empty. She spilled the wine on co-anchor Lauren, Lowry, and the set.
It's funny because this is an empty bottle.
Oh, not entirely. Well, now it smells really good in here, that's for sure.
It's called alcohol abuse, I hope you realize.
Well, this was from yesterday. We were celebrating the launch of our new... I have day-old champagne on my legs. And I smell it.
Can't wait till the boss
Our
walks
bosses
in.
are going to be concerned when we were doing this.
Man nearly drowns on live TV.
Why couldn't the pirate get into the movie?
Why?
It was rated...
Vandal damages a BC7 Chicago studio during live newscast.
You say this happened just before noon today when two women were sitting in a car and two men approached...
I don't know what that was.
I'm sorry about that. Yeah, that was a loud noise. I'm not sure what that is. Okay. The driver tried to speed away, but police say one of the men shot her in the head.
Bungling newsreader, fired after swearing on air on his first day, gets a new job. LOL. Poor introduction. Clemente made the blunder during his first presenting debut on KFYR.
Report Sunday on NBC North Dakota News, your news leader in high definition.
Yay. Shit.
Good evening, I'm Van Chu. You may have seen our newest AJ on NBC North Dakota News, and he'll be joining the weekend news team as my co-anchor. Tell us a little bit about yourself, AJ.
Thanks, Van. I'm very excited. I graduated from West Virginia University.
Chris P. Bacon, news anchor reporter. Loses control, laughs at name of pig. ATV's one of the most hilarious news blooper clips I've ever seen. And apparently many others agree. The clip of Bradfield wheezing with laughter to the point he can't talk went viral after it first aired.
To the story of a pig that is inspiring others, one pot-bellied pig has certainly endured his share of problems. Chris P. Bacon was born without the use of his... You have to read this story. We should not. Oh my God.
In a plot twist no one saw coming, President Trump got smacked in the face. Not by politics this time, but by a rogue reporter's boom mic with a personal agenda. The incident occurred as Trump was leaving the White House en route to Mar-a-Lago, accompanied by Elon Musk's son, who was hopping alongside him like an energetic sidekick in a sci-fi movie nobody asked for.
Impressed by that. President,
Mr. President. Obviously, you're concerned about the situation in Gaza. What are the hopes now to get the hospitals back?
She just became a big story tonight. Right? Yes, sir. Did you see it?
Formula driver Kevin Magnussen with an act of pure evil on live TV. Filipinos have some of the best sense of humor in all of Asia. Winner of a TV show. Suspected Sterling State Bank robber runs by KMT News. 3 reporter Adam Sallet on live TV. Live TV, folks. Anything can happen.
Tyler, just 24 hours ago, this bank in North... That guy right there. What? Oh, that's the robber. This is live TV, folks. That's the robber. Just went by, according to the bank employee. So I gotta go here and call 911. I'll talk to you later.
This presenter scared his colleague with a fake snake, causing her to scream at the top of her lungs and run away. Then she slapped him on the shoulder.
They're not beautiful. They're ugly and void.
Tim actually brought it. It's just a rubber snake.
Gotcha, bro. Why did you do that?
It's from Tim's collection. He wanted you to have it.
I'm not even there and they got you.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's just rubber.
Thanks.
During a news reporter's interview inside the zoo, he got close to an animal and it spat on him, making everyone laugh at him.
A segment just after 8 o'clock. You came back to us, but something very interesting happened. Let's go to the tape.
Thank you.
Oh! A seal sneezed. That's gross, man.
While this female presenter was speaking live on air, her colleague burst into continuous laughter, which was probably an extremely embarrassing moment.
And the secret sex lives of Australian women will reveal who's most likely to have an affair and why. That's coming up after 8 o'clock.
But right now, here's Richard Wilkins.
Thank you very much.
That's not funny.
I didn't have anything to do with it.
That is not funny.
I think it's quite funny. I think it was quite good. I think the boss is putting those segues right in place. My turn?
Yeah, go for it.
Thank you very much. It is movie day.
While this reporter was presenting the report, a small bird flew over and perched on his shoulder. Then the bird stole his earbud and flew away, creating a very funny scene.
Evidentemente la sensación con la que está generándose este tipo de cosas acá ha complicado un poco la seguridad del sector y también de lo que hoy en día se puede considerar. Sí, y evidentemente hay una situación complicada que tiene que ver con lo que ocurre acá en la comuna.
They couldn't stop themselves from laughing while being live on air, as these presenters kept laughing and covering their faces.
What? Spread.
I think they had to evacuate the building and everything. Sent the hotel guests along with convention attendees into the cold night, many still dressed in their furry costumes.
2 Colombian news anchors were shocked by an earthquake live on air, causing panic for both of them and the show's crew. Although the anchors didn't scream loudly, they clung to each other in great fear and tried to stay calm. There was a dog behind the studio that seemed to predict the earthquake before it happened, as it kept barking.
Temblando en Bucaramanga. Se acaba de producir un temblor, sigue temblando. A ver, ¿para dónde va? El operador no puede irse. Sigue temblando muy fuertemente. Está temblando en Bucaramanga. Es uno de los temblores más fuertes que ha habido. Sigue temblando en Bucaramanga. Sigue temblando muy fuerte. Pero ¿para dónde van? Ya.
Broadcasting. An earthquake strikes during the evening news broadcast. A 7.1 magnitude earthquake that shook Southern California was captured live on camera during our 8 p.m. show. The anchor hid under the desk, thinking she would be safe,
Moment here, we're making sure that nothing is going to come down in the studio here.
And it is going for quite a bit, everybody. It continues
This is a very strong
to rattle
earthquake.
pretty strong here.
8:21 here on the air. We're experiencing very strong shaking.
Wow.
I think we need to get under the desk.
All right, we're going to go to break. We'll be right back after
We'll be right
this.
back.
Wow.
The morning show hosts in Calgary collapsed in laughter after reporter Leslie Horton made a small mistake live on air, mixing up the name of her Christmas dwarf, Peach's Cookie Fingers, with what is known as a stripper name. After that, everyone burst into laughter.
Did we not?
Peach's Cookie Fingers.
Peach's Cookie Finger, down in the parking lot.
That's your elf.
Okay, what?
Yeah,
Is that my stripper name?
It's elf. Christmas elf.
Oh!
Christmas elf name.
Peach's Sticky Fingers?
Cookie Fingers.
Because Peach's Sticky Fingers is a better stripper name than elf name is what I'm thinking. Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
The sports reporter clearly shows his emotions when he's forced to cover the morning weather during a snowstorm. He told viewers, "I have good news and bad news. The good news is that I can still feel my face at this moment. The bad news is, I wish I couldn't."
Normally do sports, everything is canceled here for the next couple of days, so what better time to ask the sports guy to come in about 5 hours earlier than he would normally wake up, go stand out in the wind and the snow and the cold and tell other people not to do the same. I didn't even realize that there was a 3:30 also in the morning until today. How do I get that Storm Chaser 7 duty? I feel like Clint got the better end of that deal. You know, that thing's heated. The outdoors currently is not heated. Well, I'll tell you what, Ryan, I've got good news and I've got bad news. The good news is that I can still feel my face right now. The bad news is I kind of wish I couldn't.
A CNN reporter appeared and announced the death of President Bush. The host made a grave, unforgivable mistake. This is madness, isn't it?
To CNN headline news, and we repeat, or we say right off the bat, we have not confirmed this through any other source. Stop. We are now getting a correction. We will not give you that story. It was regarding some rather tragic news involving President Bush, but...
Arnold Allen was interviewed live after the fight by reporter Laura Sanko. He spoke with a humorous tone. The question was, I can't tell if his personality is weird or playful. Let us know in the comments.
There was a bit of butter. I think someone had like a sandwich.
A bit of butter?
Butter, yeah. Someone had a chip bite in though. A bit of the butter was on the cage, and yeah. So.
I thought you said butter. I'm so sorry.
No, butter, yeah, butter.
Oh, butter.
Yeah, someone. I think Bisbee had a sandwich in between rounds, and like a bit of the butter slipped off the sandwich, and as I was coming forward, I slipped into it. So Mike was trying to stitch me up to wrestle. So.
Listen, that was an absolutely fantastic performance.
A Fox 5 reporter was live on air about to start the report when a flying insect caused him to panic. This was really funny.
What is that? That's because it's hot outside. Stuff like that happens. Was that live? Are we live? Oh, brother.
This news anchor was surprised by the insect on his hand, but it didn't harm him and kept holding on.
Dude, stay over there, Ray. Okay, I'm here.
Somebody needs to talk about the weather. It's gonna be hot.
Oh my
God! God! You have that on your arm!
Oh, God. You're supposed to stay in the cage.
That thing is so nasty.
How did you get
Just
out?
get it out of the studio.
In the last scene, when you forget you're live on air, and your co-host can't stop laughing because of it.
I'm so pale.
You're on it.
Today's snow is crippling much of the Washington lowlands. 1 of 3 inches of snow fell in Seattle and other areas.
Finally, don't forget to support us by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to turn on notifications to receive all the latest updates. See you in the next video. Goodbye.